Aw, come on, be a good guy. Give me my present. Come on, gimme.
Well, okay, Doc. But always remember, you asked for it.
Well, you all wanted to see it, so here it is, all closed up. Cover is on, leaf nets are on, and the water bags are on. Now, this was a great pool closing. First off, before we even get to that, let me get in here, and you can see that my thing here seems to be doing the trick. It's certainly being pushed down, but it's definitely nowhere near as sharp as it used to be. So hopefully that'll hold. They did an absolutely fantastic job. Two guys walked in. One guy that spoke Spanish. I think I've seen him before. He generally just fills the water bags and that. And then there was just a regular, plain old American guy. And he did the pumps. That guy was awesome. He was cool, but in an interesting sort of way.
Just a different kind of cool. More of a, I'm so cool, you don't even know I'm cool kind of cool. Or the kind of cool where I'm always walking around with a plastic grocery bag full of mysterious, unknown contents. Maybe it's cold pizza, maybe it's rotten vegetables, or maybe it's the shattered pieces of my former life.
So he went and did the pumps. Boy, it's quiet without the droning of that pump 12 hours a day. The ACs aren't running because the house isn't calling for it, and it's quite cool today. It's very nice out, but it really hasn't been running much. Anyway, he took the pumps out, 1, 2, 3. So they came out. He taped everything up. There's some tape there. Let's see what he taped and didn't tape. He taped that over. This one he didn't, but I guess that's fine. That one looks taped. And maybe this one, I don't know. Nope, that one's open. But I guess it's fine anyway. Shouldn't really make a difference. Taped over that. Left that open, but I guess, again, that really doesn't matter. Put the thing in between modes, where it should be. And left the solar in the middle, which is something that they do also for some reason. This guy was great because he hooked everything, hooked his blower thing up and got everything all set. He knew just what valves did what. Obviously they're marked, but he just went and did what he needed to do. Everything got blown out, and it was a thorough blowout. The first thing you saw was water coming out of the jets along here, the stair jets, and over there. And then what he did is he also had the skimmers open, so air was blowing up through that, and you had like columns of water shooting up. And then he shut one off, and then the other one went even higher, and that was shooting out. And also, in the midst of doing this, I said, hey, let me go open the solar drain up so that could be blown out too. He's like, yeah, go do it. I was like, holy shit. Last year, the guy was such a prick about it. Oh, we don't cover that. You don't cover it. You're not going to cover it anyway. Even if I specifically paid you to do that, in the spring, if we're fucked up, I'd call you and I'd say, hey, the solar isn't working, come and fix it. What are you going to do? You're going to charge me. You're not covering anything. But this guy was awesome. He's like, yeah, open it up, no problem. I don't care, it doesn't matter to me. That's exactly what he said. So that's what I did. So I opened up the valve here, and the water shot out from here. All the water came out, and then I could hear the air. And you could see all the coming out of it. So that was perfect. I didn't even close it. He knew when it was done. And he closed it back on the other side there with the electric valve. So he closed that off. All the water had been expelled at that point, so I shut the valve off. Why not? Oh, there we go. One of the last sounds of summer. Anyways, so he knew to shut it and did all that, finished blowing it out. And then he even shut both the skimmers off and opened the main drain. So you got the big bubbles come out. I gotta do that. That was awesome. I wish I could find that blowout cover, because then you could do that. It's very easy to do. Just hook it up there, turn the main pump off, and just close off the skimmers and that should do it. That was really cool. For some reason, he did see fit to take the chlorinator out completely, and I wasn't watching at that moment, so I saw it off and I was like, uh-oh. You might remember this fitting was replaced because it was cracked. This one has not been, and that's a tough one to get to because the control is there. Took the drain plug out of that, but now obviously it's really crooked. So I'm going to have to either straighten that or something come spring. But I think with some very, very ginger type adjustments, we should be able to solve any leaks there. He went so far that he also shut the breakers off. I don't know if he shut the switch in the solar or if he played with the Julio switch. I think he did, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that's at the manual on where I left it, so I'll put it to off, but that's no big deal. So this guy was great. He just did everything just right, didn't complain, didn't give crap about anything. He was just awesome. So meanwhile, the other guy was filling up the pool. So my red hose here got a workout. The red hose is, if you remember from the 4th of July, where the other whip hose I had sprung a leak. So I bought this one from Home Depot, 25 foot. Plenty of room in there for it. And I bought this one. I was going to get the black one I have in the front, but I didn't because that has a really big, where it screws on, whatever you call that, the female connector is like this huge thing. It would never fit through there. So I'd have 25 foot of hose here. That's stupid. So this red one is hot water rated, and it's rubber, and it's nice, and it works just as well. So I definitely like that. So that was draped across the pool, in the water of the pool. Not that it matters any, of course, but anyway, he was filling up the water bags. So here are the water bags. These are the ones I had. As you can see, everything is lined up end to end. So it's really held down well. I guess this one has one bad side, but whatever, it's fine. Come around here. This is all good. The straps here, doesn't matter. They can just stay there. And we'll come around this corner, and suddenly, new. Here's an old one, and another new one. They threw out 2 of mine and gave me 4. Didn't even charge for it. And that's actually interesting because obviously I prepared for this. And in this box are 10 or even 20 new water bags. Didn't tell them about it, nothing. So that was all good. And didn't charge me for the ones that he used. So that's awesome. He poured in 2 gallons of liquid shock and 2 gallons of winterization stuff. I had a jug of algicide. I said, hey, you want to dump this in too? He's like, well, the stuff I put in should do, but yeah, if you want it for extra, no problem. So the stuff he poured in, one looked like bleach, the other looked like windshield washer fluid in a car. And my stuff was that dark brown, like oily looking shit. So he poured that around also. I'm sure it'll be green in the spring. Brand new cover because the last one got torn from the corner there. And the cover was an interesting story because I couldn't get the one that I've always gotten from Home Depot. They discontinued it. I saw it, they had it on the website, and it was a great price, even cheaper than I've used to pay for it. So it was like, oh yeah, let me order that. In fact, I'll order 2. And they said, no, you can only order 1. And then they sent me an email that it's back ordered, and if we don't get it by September 30th, then we're not going to charge you for it, and you don't get it. I don't think it's going to show up. I haven't heard anything about it, whatever, but I had to buy this one on Amazon in a panic buy, and it ended up costing me $10, $15 more than the one I'd get at Depot. This one looks to be equal shit as the other one. No water on it yet, but that doesn't mean anything, because I'm sure within a day there will be some. And they did a very neat job. Everything is tucked in, as you see. I went around before, you know, little corners and that. I don't even care about anything like that, but everything's like all tucked in and nice. It looks like a professional fucking job, rather than, you know, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and just be done with it and move on to the next one. And God forbid the owner ever comes out again, I'm just going to send him on his way, because he's a royal prick, that guy. But this cool guy, I don't even know his name. He was awesome. And he worked with the other guy. It's funny because I tried to talk to the other guy. He didn't understand a word I said. But the cool guy talked to him. Then he understood English. So that was pretty good. Anyway, it's all closed. And all I'm left with at this point are just the baskets to put away. These were the two that were in the skimmers. I'm going to put this in a different basket. And because I have the old one still. And this is where the plugs and that and leaves are kept, as well as old jets that actually have a larger orifice on them. And a new universal wall fitting, it looks like, is in there. And probably an old dead one. No, that one looks still to be serviceable. Just dirty, but that could be cleaned up. So I got more of those. Where is the one? Yeah, it's here. It's there. And I have all the rings for the jets here, stair jets. They did an absolutely excellent job. So all that matters is you get the right people. The new cover came in a cardboard box. Obviously, I ordered it from Amazon, so you know what that's about. And you just plunked it down over here. And the plastic that wrapped the new cover, he threw in the box. And any other little scraps, like from the new water bags, they came wrapped in plastic. He threw in the box also. This guy was so thorough that he took the box with him. Didn't put it in my garbage, took it with him in the damn truck. They've never done that before. And the same with all the bottles of the stuff he poured in. Took all of that with him. Usually they throw it in my can. I don't care either way, but even so, he took the time and the effort to actually do that. And even went so far as to roll up the hose. Any other time, they just left it out. You take care of the rest. You know, we're done. We're out of here. Screw you. And all the rest. So they even took the time. Now, this is automatic. You just throw the lever. But they stood here and waited. And the thing, it's slow, but it goes. And it rolled up the hose. No problem. Took it all. He said, okay, you're all set. He gave me the slip with the, you know, the bill, basically. And the best part is that I can go into the store and pay in cash and not have to pay tax, which is even better. I found that out last year somehow by accident and did that. That worked. So I'll do it again this year. And in fact, I asked him, I said, you do cash, no tax in the store if I pay with, you know, with cash, right? He's like, yeah, you can do that, no problem. I finally feel like I got my money's worth. Wow. What a season the swimming season of 2020 was. Everything worked, nothing leaked, nothing broke. This was a good one. I was due. I was really due. And it's a shame because every time I walk by in the house, I go through the dining room and just glance out the window. I'd always look look out at the pool, and you see it blue and glistening, and the jets are going, and the water is moving, and it was all nice and that. And now you have the doom and gloom of winter. It's so dead now. It's so dead now, and it's quiet. I don't hear the pump running. You know, honestly, I never really liked the sound of that pump because I feel it's like a droning sound that just goes on forever and never stops. But it's not horrible either. It's tolerable, and you grow accustomed to it, and that I did. And now it's like, why is the... Oh, yeah. It's closed. That's why. So, once again, another very emotional day for me because, like, you know that winter sets in at this point. You know, I mean, I still have the bird bath. He needs a little water. And the Wine 30 flag. And, you know, all the little happiness of summer and that. And we still got some nice days still. So that's good. Got another fire I need to do. So we can do that. We could even wait till it gets cooler out. You know, so there's still some days left. I pulled out all of the fire lights. These things, he's got a lot of crap on them, but that's just grass seed and things. They were parked over here. And the floaty balls, they, wow. They always had condensation in them, so I'm not actually concerned about that because they didn't leak and it didn't get inside. It's like it was humid in China when they sealed this up, but look what the water did. That plastic is not clear and transparent like it once was. It's mottled and terrible, and I'm sure some plastic Novus polish would get them looking like new, but like they say, you can't polish a turd. They work for what they are, so they're there. I'll shut them off. I'm going to put them away for the winter, and hopefully they'll still work next year. And I pulled out all the other stuff here, and that's it. This stuff just has to go in the garage. And, you know, slowly but surely, we're going to pack up for winter. Before you know it, another month, maybe even another couple of weeks, going to be blowing the sprinklers out. I'd like to kind of do that a little earlier this year than later so it's not freezing. So I expect that would go without a hitch, but you know how it goes. Anyway, so a sad day. It is here. The pool is finally closed. And that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.